Hey, all right. So we are going to show you how to do a product listing to eBay for a brand new product. Okay, so these are new products that are already in existence on the internet. They have existing UPC number, UPC codes down here at the bottom. That's crucial because a lot of the details are already in existence for products that are registered with the UPC are really easy to find. You can find a lot of the details already for you on the internet as opposed to items that may be new or used. Used items won't necessarily have the UPC, so you can't get the details from it like that. As well as if it's something you're making yourself, there might not be a UPC for it, so you're going to do a little bit more digging and manual process when it comes to doing a listing, but not too much more. So let's get into it, and I will show you how to list a brand new product on eBay. So starting out right at the beginning, we're going to be logging into your eBay seller hub, okay? And we're going to go create a listing. So right here in the top right, this blue button, create a listing. We're going to create a single listing here. So we're just going to do this one by one, okay? First thing it's going to ask you for is the UPC. That's what we're talking about, the UPC. If you don't have a UPC, you can just skip this and just type in the name of the product, or you just go straight into get started and we'll start going from there. But anyway, so I do have the UPCs for this. So I'm going to pull the UPC for the PlayStation Move controller set. Okay, it's a 2-pack. Here it is. So I've got the UPC. I'm going to put that in there. Let's get started, see what shows up. Let's see if there's already some existing listings. There's not. So there's no UPC existing listings within eBay. There still will be UPCs existing on other sites as well as the main UPC registry somewhere. But anyways, so there's nothing on eBay. So let's go ahead and delete that. Let's put in the actual text, the title for what we want this listing to be called. So that's going to be the very first thing here where it says title. So I've already got this predetermined as to what I was thinking about putting it up as. Let's go PlayStation Move Controllers 2-pack by Sony. PlayStation Move Controllers 2-pack. That looks good. Okay. This is pre-filling some of the details for us, which is nice, just based on the title itself. Subtitle, we can skip over subtitle. That's a paid service if you want to have a subtitle to show up on your listing during the eBay searches. We're not going to do that right now. We're going to go custom label SKU. So custom label SKU is very important. This is an optional field. You don't have to put in a SKU, but the SKU is the internal tracking number. So just like the UPC, that's like a global tracking number on the barcode. A SKU is something that you yourself, so us as GT Games, our own internal, this is a SKU number that we'd be using to track this. So when we put this inventory item back on the shelves, we know, okay, what SKU number sold, there's the SKU number, that's what we use to track it. But not only that, the SKU is imperative if you are going to be using a multi-channel setup like we do with Cellbrite. So we use Cellbrite, which is like our central hub. It's a multi-channel lister, which means you can have listings on eBay, Amazon, Etsy, your own website, whatever you want, but everything is connected by a SKU. So the SKU has to be the exact same number on every single channel. That's how it keeps everything in sync, all inventory in sync. So anyway, so I've got a SKU number for this. The SKU that I was going to use is 12714. It has to be a unique SKU every single time you do a new listing, okay? 12714 for the Move controllers. So that's that there. Store categories. These are regular categories throughout the eBay itself, which is fine. Video games controllers, video game accessories, controllers, and attachments. That sounds good to me. Store categories. So these are now the internal eBay store categories related to our store, GT Games. So these are PlayStation Move controllers meant for the PS4. They do work on the PS5, but they are meant for the PS4. So I'm going to put these under PlayStation, PlayStation 4. Those are our categories that we created ourselves. You can create your own store categories however you want to that best fit your store on eBay. Okay, you could even put it under 2 categories if you want to. So actually, you know what? I could put PlayStation 4 as the major, the primary, and I can even also do PlayStation 5 because it does work on PlayStation 5 as well. Okay, there's going to be no variations. Variations is something you can include if you're going to sell the exact same product, but maybe you've got another one that's a different color, another one that's a different size or whatever, but it's the same thing. You can do that with variations, but this is just a simple product. There's no variations, so we're going to skip over the variations portion. UPC, we had the UPC number already pre-saved, so I'm going to go ahead and paste that UPC for the PlayStation Move controller right there. Let that load up a little bit. For whatever reason, it resaves and refreshes some information as soon as you put the UPC in there. So there's the UPC. Okay, let's keep going down the field. Okay, so now the condition of your item. This is very important. This is what buyers are looking at when they Think about the price or the product or whatever it is. They're going to look at the pictures. They're going to look at this. They're going to look at the condition. Okay, so this is brand new. This is a new item. It's never been opened. It's still sealed. Came directly from the distributors. This is a new product. You do have the options for open box, seller refurbished, used, or parts for parts or it's not working. So if this was like an open box as an example, I would choose open box. If this was brand new, I bought this off Kijiji or Facebook or got it from a friend or whatever, it'd be a used category. But in this case, this is brand new. Okay, photos. Now we've got some photos. I have photos already pre-saved from before when I was getting ready to do this. So I've got two that are coming into here. Now these are stock images that I sourced from the internet. That looks like they are not going to be going on that one. Okay, so we've got one stock photo that we sourced from the internet that shows the actual product right here. Usually you want to put in as many photos as you can. So in this case, I'm just going to do one for simplicity's sake, but you can put in up to like 12 photos right here. The more, the better, for sure. You want to go cover different aspects, different angles. Another tip is you don't want your photo to be less than 800 by 800 resolution. If you can go more, that's better. Amazon always recommends a minimum of 2000 by 2000. So you got a nice big picture. So when you roll over it, it zooms in and it still looks like it's sharp and crisp. So we've got our first stock photo. Now something else that I like to do myself, I always like to include a real life photo of us actually having the product ourselves. We are a small shop. We're not a major brand company like Best Buy or EB Games or whatever that are selling these things. We are a small shop, and I want to show people that I'm not just listing this thing with a stock photo. I want to show the trust that we've actually got this product in stock, ready to ship right away. So I've actually got a different program right here with a camera set up on a light box behind me. You can actually just see right over here. I've got a light box set up. It's got a DSLR camera with all the lights and the light box and everything right here ready to go. So I've actually got a light box set up right behind me that I'm going to take a picture with. So I've got a program, Digicam. You can ask me about this if you like this program, but I'm going to go ahead and place this product right into our light box with the camera already set up. If I go like that, that looks pretty good. Okay, let's make sure it's just properly in focus. And I can control it all right from my computer. Go ahead and capture that. So there's the photo of the front, and I'm going to do one more of the back of the product. I'm going to go ahead and now you don't even need this. You could do this on your phone. You could do this with your own camera. This is just something that I like to include within my listings. So we're going to go ahead here and we're going to capture that. And there we go. Okay. So there's the two photos that I'm going to also include within here. Okay, and I'm just going to add two more photos into the listing here so people can actually see what this is. Ideally, we do have more than just the 3 photos. In a perfect world, I'd have almost all 12 of these filled up of the product, unboxed, showing what the Move controllers are. But at least we have our true photos in the back there, which is not too bad for eBay. Okay, let's keep going down here. Now we're going to get into the item specifics of this item. You want to fill in as much detail as you can here. This is really, these are going to pre-fill search terms. They're going to go on to the search engine optimization within eBay. These are really important. So we've got the brand, which is Sony. We've got the type, motion controller, which is fine. What do we got here? Frequent, we got consoles and games. That looks good. Wireless, these are wireless. There's no fans. Maximum number of players. I guess it would be 2 depending on the game that you can use these for. Compatible for, okay, color black, plastic. These are a lot of pre-fills that are already in here. You just want to go through these and make sure you fill in as much as you can. Okay, model PlayStation Move, that looks good to me. Now we get into the description. So I've actually already pre-formatted a description that I want to use as well. Now the description, it's going to be 2 things. You want to make sure it's a mixture between the features of the product, okay, and a feature is, the color, it's wireless, it's got 2 hours or 2 days of battery life, it's got this, that, those are the features, okay? But you also want to incorporate some sort of an emotional connection in your description with your buyers. So an emotional connection would be the transformation of how their life is so much better by buying this product, or imagine how easy it is, or imagine how awesome your gaming experience is going to be by using these move controllers instead of just a regular controller, right? You want to play on the emotions that the buyers may perceive when they have this particular item. So you want to make sure your description always incorporates both the features as well as the emotional connection. Okay, now we're going to get into one of the most crucial pieces, which is the pricing. So how do we price this out onto eBay? How do we sell it? How do we know if we're going to make money or not? So let's talk about that. First option here is a fixed price listing or an auction style listing. We're going to be selling this as a fixed price because we are going to be selling this onto other platforms as well, like Amazon, our own website, Etsy possibly, whatever. So we're going to be selling this as here, no, here it is for 50 bucks. We want you to buy for 50 bucks. There's no options, there's no whatever. If you go into an auction, you can actually set your starting auction price. You can have an auction open for a certain amount of days and people come and bid on it. And ultimately, once that auction ends, whoever was the highest bidder gets it. So that's pretty cool about eBay. eBay does have that feature. That's not something that we're going to be utilizing today. We're just going to be doing a fixed price, simple price. That's it. Okay, good till canceled. So this is just going to keep on renewing as long as this is in stock. It's just going to keep on renewing on our listings. Okay, price. So what are we actually going to put in as the price? So we're going to hop in. I've already predetermined what price I want to use for this item on eBay. So this is the PlayStation Move controller. So we are going to be selling these at $149.99. Okay. Now those prices are important when you're thinking about shipping. Okay, this is the base price of the item itself, but you have to think that if you're going to be charging your customers for additional shipping, it's going to be the price plus shipping, and then also plus any applicable sales taxes. So those are all going to be on top of the selling price here. Then you go into the quantity. How many of these do you have in stock? We've got one. Private listing, allow buyers. Nope, it's not a private listing. It's open to anybody. Sales tax, we are going to charge sales tax. You can change your sales tax rules within eBay on the back end. Those are already preset for us, so I am going to charge sales tax on these. Okay, now we move into the shipping details. So these are the three first policies that you have in place. These are pre-set up for you, but I would highly recommend going into eBay and changing these depending on how you run your business. So the first one, this is the same for all of my products. This is just how customers actually pay for this. What is the payment method? How do they process credit cards? The very first one, when you first get started out on eBay, is all done through PayPal. So you set up a PayPal account, you link it here. So when someone makes a purchase on eBay, it's going in and getting deposited into your PayPal account. Once you get a little bit of reputation on eBay, then you get eligible into the eBay managed payments, which is much better. eBay basically takes the credit cards from the customers, processes the payment on eBay side. eBay acts as the middleman that basically receives the money and then pays it out to you as the seller afterwards. So all of our listings are done with eBay managed payments. Then we get into the shipping policy. This is the most crucial one. So we've got a number of shipping policies that we've set up as we've been running this business for a little while now. And we've had a lot of learnings coming through here. So the shipping is really, it's how do you want to deal with shipping with the customer? Do you want to give them free shipping? Do you want to give them track shipping, letter mail? There's all these different options you can get into. And I've got other videos that are going to explain really deeply as to what those shipping is. But in this case, this is a relatively more expensive item. It's $149. So we want to make sure that there's full tracking on the shipping and the customer pays for shipping themselves. So I'm going to choose the one over here. We call this games over 45. This is including shipping and tracking for any items going to Canada or the US. The main thing here is that the customer is going to be paying for their own shipping. So whatever our price is here, $149, depending on their location, it's going to charge additional shipping, usually between $15 and $20. So you got to think about that when you're setting the price. It's going to be $149 plus whatever shipping is, which is about 20 bucks. So you got to make sure you're thinking about that when you set the price. Okay, and then we've got a return policy. This again is set by you. eBay always recommends 30 days as a minimum. So we got a 30-day refund policy on these items. Okay, now we get into the next section where we're talking about the size, the weight of the actual unit itself. So the first checkbox here, use metric, we're actually going to uncheck that. We're going to do this with Imperial. We are located in Canada, so we should be using the metric, but we actually import all of our products through Sellbrite, and Sellbrite only allows you to use Imperial, so that's what we're doing. So we're going to go over here. I've already got these dimensions preset. I've recorded these from before. So we'll just move controllers. Okay, so we've got 13 by 9 by 4, and then the weight is 1 pound 8 ounces. Okay. Now this is really, really important as well. Now the distinction here is you're going to be shipping these items, okay? But eBay is not asking you for the dimensions of the product itself. Okay, so this is the product itself. This is the product box. eBay doesn't care about what this is. What eBay cares about is how big is the box that you're sending it in. Okay, so you put the box into the product that you're going to ship it in. This is what you need to be weighing. This is what you need to be measuring for the dimensions. So if we're talking about the weight, it's this whole thing with the product inside, the box itself, put it on a scale. What does that weigh? If we're talking about the dimensions, we're talking about the dimensions of the actual shipping box itself. Okay, so you got your length, your width, and your height. Those are the dimensions that you need to put into here. Okay, so we are almost there at the end. We've made it pretty much to the bottom of the listing here. The last question here that it has for us is, do we want to sell it faster? That's a way that we can boost the ad, so we can actually pay a little bit of extra money. You only pay that money to boost the advertisement if it actually sells. So it's actually a really cool feature because you're not paying anything up front. You only sell it, or you only pay if it sells with the ad on it. But in this case, we're not going to be using that, so we're just going to skip over that. I'm going to go down to the bottom. So the last thing here, I'm just going to move my camera. At the very bottom left here, you go list items. So we're just going to go ahead and list the item. All right, and there it is. So our listing is now up. It's been listed. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like from the front end. Okay, so if you look at the listing here, we've got everything imported. We've got the PlayStation Move with the stock images we're putting in there, the extra couple photos that we took on the back end. You can see the price here. You can see the calculated shipping automatically. This is assuming we're basically shipping to somebody within my own neighborhood, but this will show calculated shipping and the exact price or approximated price shipping this anywhere across Canada and the US, which is awesome. And then if you scroll down the live listing, you can see here's some of the details that we pre-filled in here. These are going to show up on the search results pretty well. Here's the description we put at the bottom, and that's about it. So now this product is up and live on eBay. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope you learned something when it comes to listing brand new products onto eBay. If you have any questions, or if there's anything you think I can explain a little bit more, or maybe make a different video on different aspects of this business, just let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, we will see you on the next one.